How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about BBIG. And I must say, it has been very consistent considering how choppy the markets are. We talk about how key it is for it to hold up $3, and it was able to close the week above $3. So for the coming week, I want to make sure you guys are prepared. You have a strategy. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder, you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is a technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance. We want to know what it looks like in the bearish case scenario and as well as in the bullish case scenario. And then we're going to be going on Fintel, taking a look at the recent institutional ownership and short interest information. The reason why this is important because it does have an impact on the way the stock performs. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know the buying and the selling behavior on the retail side and as well as on the institutional side. And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for BBIG. Let's see how it performed on Friday. So it ended up closing at $3.18, being down 2.45%. On the low, it tested $3.10, and then on the high, testing $3.34. So when we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 16.68 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 32.13 million shares. So we did have below average volume on the day, and it's part of the reasons why we had a slight pullback in the stock. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is a daily chart, we can see from the RSI down below, it is at 48.83, so almost right there in the middle. And then when we take a look at our moving averages, we are below the 200-day, the 100-day, but we are above the 50-day, and we are below the 21-day EMA, which is at $3.26. So what we can see right away from this chart is consolidation. We are continuing to hold support above the $3 level, riding on that 50-day. And as long as we continue to do this, this puts BBIG in a very good position to make that next move up. As far as for the high on the day, we ended up seeing it at $3.34. Considering how choppy the markets were, this isn't too bad because we know if we see some strength, we could see this stock wanting to make a move going all the way to $3.60. It has done this before, and then of course on top of that, we want to see it make that move going to around $3.84. Upon the breakout of $3.84, that's where I'm going to look for us to make that move to the 200-day, which is at $4.20, and gets BBIG out of the bear market that it's currently in. Now, if we end up breaking through this 50-day at $3.08, then I'm going to be looking for support to hold at $3. And if we break through $3, then I want to see us hold up around $2.91. This will still put us in that consolidation zone, and it can still get us ready for that next move up. But you guys know already, I like when the stock stays above 3, so let's see how it performs for this coming week. So we're going to take a look at the recent institutional ownership and short interest information for BBIG. As we scroll down further on the page, green rows indicate new positions, while red rows indicate closed positions. So when we take a look at the recent filings for the 17th, we have Goldman Sachs Group Inc. that went in with a put value of 26,600 shares. We also have a closed position in regards to calls. For the 16th, we have Relay Capital Management Inc. that purchased 300 shares. And on the 15th, we have Pensera Capital Management LLC that purchased 98,350 shares. And we have the California State Teachers Retirement System that purchased 81,378 shares. So we can see institutions have been loading up. Now, when we take a look at the short interest, the off-exchange short volume ratio is at 52.22%, and then for the off-exchange short volume, it is just over 5.32 million shares. Scrolling down further on the page, the short shares availability is at 450,000, updated 11 minutes ago, and then for the short borrow fee rate, it is at 81.91%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume, we can see for the close of the 17th, it was at 48.97. And then for the close of the 18th, for the Friday that just passed, being at 52.22. So it has gone up significantly, and what continues to remain to be the same is BBIG does have short squeeze potential. Now let's move on to the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for BBIG. So we see on the inflow, it's at 11.1 10.18, and then on the outflow, it's at 10.56. So we ended up having an inflow day. Taking a look at the breakdown, on the large, it was 0. On the medium, it was 8.37, and then on the small, it was 2.81. Taking a look at the outflow side, you can see on the large, it was 0. On the medium, it was 8.07, and then on the small, it was 2.49. Taking a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see for February the 18th, we had 0, but we did see some outflow on the 17th of just over 921,000. And when we analyze the numbers even further for the small scale orders that tends to represent the retail side, we had more buying than we had selling. And then when we take a look at what happened on the medium, we had more buying than we had selling. And of course, for the large, it represents whales, institutions, or funds, we had 0 on both sides. And then when we take a look at the turnover ratio, it was at 12.17%. So you know what? This is really good for a stock like BBIG. We are continuing to see it go down. Remember, it was as high as 400. Then it went down to 300, 200, 100. It was down into the 40s, and now it's at 12. So what this tells us, there are many people who are holding on to their positions, and also many traders who are getting into positions as well, since it has been holding up technically strong. So this is why you want to be aware of this. It does contribute to the volatility, but like I said in the beginning of the video, it's been holding up very well with everything that's been happening inside of the market. So now let's go into the final thoughts, and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for BBIG, as far as the price action, we are consolidating. We are staying above that 50-day moving average. It is around $3.08. And as far as for the low where we tested on the Friday, it was at $3.10. So for this coming week, if we continue to hold these levels, I'm going to be looking forward to seeing that pop. Yes, we did see a high in the $3.34, but I want to see us get back to $3.60 and then essentially getting above $3.84. And it would be nice if we get to the 200-day moving average, which is around $4.20, because that's where I'll look for a breakout. But one thing that is clear, there is a psychological area at 4. Many traders might be looking to take profits, and considering how choppy these markets were, we need that buying volume to come into the play for us to actually surpass that level. And we could easily get the $5 and so forth, but the buying volume has to be there. We can't do that on low volume. And if we do break through that $3 level, I want to make sure I give you guys the worst case scenario. Then I want to see us hold up at 290, and breaking below 290, that's where I was saying in previous videos, we can get down to around $2.60. But again, that is not what we're looking at. We're looking for strength to hold up at 3 so we can make that move to 4. Also, when we went on Fintel, taking a look at the recent institutional ownership, we do see institutions have been loading up on shares. Plus, on top of that, it still continues to have short squeeze potential. As far as for the short borrow fee, it is now in the 80% range. Remember, we saw previously it was in the 100% range, but I'm not too surprised about that due to the fact not many people wanting to hold positions over the long weekend. So we did have some selling that was happening, but I'm still bullish on this play as long as we hold up those key levels. And this is why I say to do your homework and do your due diligence and have a good idea of what your entry is going to be, and as well as your exit. If you've been watching my videos for quite some time, there's no reason for you to be buying at the top. Just be patient, make sure you're using the right risk management that is right for you, and you should be seeing some success. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see how the stock performs for this coming week. We'll talk soon.